Greetings, sacred 77 earth angels of the Holy Spirit rising. We have lit the candle to light up the dark. The sacred flame rises to greet the dawning of the golden age. Keep holding the light. The line has been drawn in the sand, and we make our final stand, warriors of the rainbow tribe of the new earth. Our sword of truth has returned, the great Excalibur. The new Avalon is manifesting through the mists, as all veils of illusion are being dissolved, and all anomalies resolved with the unborn mind of Buddha. We have assistance from above and below. The heavens and inner earth have heard our call, and are sending the rays of transformation and transmutation to assist our surface angelic team of 144,000. We came on this mission to assist Gaia and all humanity in the Great Awakening and shift into the new age of eternal bliss consciousness. No longer can we fall from grace, for we have suffered enough, and know our true nature is that of conscious, unconditional love and forgiveness. We begin with forgiving ourselves for the false separation from Source we call the sine wave, or what some call living in original sin, which is a simulated separation from God, Goddess head. This is not intrinsically a bad or negative thing. It is simply an experience that pushed us beyond our limits. Today we have been blasted with multiple waves of higher gamma photonic rays of light, appearing on the Schumann charts as 34 Hz, 30 Hz, 21 Hz, and a massive sustained spike for an hour reaching 77 Hz, synchronizing with our sacred 77 higher angelic ground crew team. These pulsing waves of energy are preparing our avatars for the coming quantum leap of consciousness into the new superhuman Homo Galacticus Luminous, cosmic conscious beings of eternal light, eternal life. The heat is on today, especially in the Pacific Northwest, where the Eagle and Condor are anchoring the Hieros Gamos codes of divine union. This morning at 8:28, it was 88 degrees Fahrenheit, symbolic of the 88 Lion's Gate of the Royal Lyrans of the new Lemuria. At 11:11 a.m. PST, we reached 100 degrees in the portal. At 12:12 p.m., it was 108. And at 2:22 p.m. we hit 111 degrees 111, and holding the code through the 333 portal and peaking out at 4:44 p.m. with 113 degrees, symbolizing the divine feminine Christos goddess energies of purification and transformation. The holy fires and the holy waters of Mother, Father, God are flowing in. Divine codes coming in every day, in all ways. Keep anchoring in these codes and celestial energies through our rainbow bridges, deep into the crystalline core of Pachamama, for as she rises, we arise with her. Aho! And with these powerful waves flowing in over the last 24 hours, we had many activations all over Pachamama. 129 M1.5 or greater earthquake. And over the last 7 days, last week, we had 999 M1.5 or greater earthquakes. 999 portal, 9th dimensional energy coming in. Today we had a trinity of powerful 5.3 activations. One in Vanuatu, Ring of Fire. The second, Bonin Islands, Japan, 5-3. And the third 5-3, creating the 8-8 portal, was in the southern East Pacific Rise, south of Easter Island, the sacred portal. Creating the 888 gateway, the portal of sacred geometry, of infinite patterns, of higher dimensional manifestations. Through the sacred sounds, the frequencies, the resonance of 8th dimensional patterns of light. Earlier today in Puerto Rico, 3.2, Northern Mid-Atlantic Ridge, 4.9, 13, Divine Goddess. Guatemala, Central America, home of our Mayan elders, 4.3, The power of 7. In the crown of Lemuria, Aleutian Islands 4.0, Taiwan Ring of Fire 4.5, then the 5.3 Japan, Mariana Islands 4.6 on the Ring of Fire, Yunnan, China 4.5, Council of 9. We had multiple activations on the Tropic of Cancer with Japan, the activation in China, and the Taiwan activation. Puerto Rico 3.9, 12 Divine Feminine, 3.2 Chile, South America, San Pedro de Atacama 4.3, 212 kilometers depth, 212 very deep. Then we had a 4.8 Vanuatu. We had a swarm of activations in West Yellowstone, Yellowstone Park, Montana, with most powerful being a 3.1 activation. United States, North America, Puerto Rico 3.0, 3.5, Alaska, Kodiak Island 3.1, Juneau, Alaska 3.0, La Libertad, El Salvador 4.6 activation, 73 kilometers depth, 37 into 73, Heaven on Earth, Indonesia 4.6, Ashland, California 3.9, 12 Divine Feminine, Puerto Rico 3.5, and then the 5.3, the third 888, the triple Lion's Gate, Vanuatu 121 kilometers depth, and the sacred portal of Turkey 4.1, 58 minutes ago. This is in eastern Turkey, not too far from the Euphrates and the Tigris sacred rivers, and not too far from the border of Syria and Iraq, and this may be connected to some of the final clearings of the nefarious ones from our Earth Alliance. So let us blaze all these areas with the violet flame of transmutation and transfiguration for this great awakening. For we are on the threshold of the full manifestation of the golden age of heaven on earth. Namaste. Let us continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 5 degrees, 46 minutes Pisces. The sun is at 7 degrees, 40 minutes Cancer. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 8 degrees Cancer. A group of rabbits dressed in clothes and on parade, and the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 6 degrees Pisces. A parade of army officers in full dress from astrologyweekly.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Davina Nund. Hold the light. This is the ride of your lifetime. You are not alone. We are many. Dear ones, it's darkest just before the dawn. When you look at things from a third-dimensional political standpoint of view, it might seem to you that the dark forces are still in control. But on a higher frequency level, the light forces are in control and have already won. We want to remind you that the dark forces on your planet are the masters in creating illusions. They are magicians and sorcerers, priests and priestesses of occultism. They are master deceivers. You must not forget that every war is being fought over a specific territory. On Earth, the territory that is being fought over is human consciousness. The enemy has already invaded the minds of humanity a long time ago, but it is just now that their power construct is falling like a house of cards. Make no mistake, they will do anything necessary to create the illusion of their victory over the light, when in reality, they are nothing but miserable losers, bad actors in a movie that fails to fill the theaters. However, since so many humans on Earth still cling to their drama and their illusions of a third-dimensional world, this reality unfortunately still exists. This is where the forces of evil see their last chance to traumatize and trap as many souls as possible into their matrix creation. During the last few years, an unprecedented acceleration and mass awakening was witnessed all over the planet Earth. There are things that cannot be undone. As a race, you have tapped into uncharted territory. You are forced to overthink your belief systems, thoughts, and ultimately your reality. You are forced out of your comfort zone and have grown massively since. We salute your courage. We honor your free choice to evolve and establish peace, unity consciousness, and liberty on your planet. Some of you started this process within the last few years, and there are others among you who have been on this journey for decades. Finally, you all know that you are not alone, but indeed you have woken up in vast numbers, and now you clearly see that you all amount into an army for God. Those of you who have been on this journey for a very long time see the significance within this knowing. In recent years, your life might have been quite lonely, but now a whole new world of endless possibilities and form of human connection has opened up. You have been ridiculed, dismissed, and treated like a lunatic, and there are millions, if not hundreds of millions of you around the world. Now that you have learned about your abilities and possibilities and know that there is a vast number of your kind out there, you must not lose faith. When you hear people speak of trusting the plan, we would like to once again stress the fact that there is indeed a plan being played out. This, however, is not a worldly plan. It's not political nor created by the military, although there is an alliance between these forces and those of the light. But the plan we speak of is the divine plan, made by the most powerful beings in the universe. It's the ascension of Gaia. The goddess is rising. She is the goddess of all creation. Neither does she ask for anything, nor does she need anyone. This is why nothing can stop what's coming. This is why it's going to be majestic. As the goddess rises, we too have the opportunity to evolve and rise with her. The forces of evil do not have this ability. They are fourth-dimensional beings. For them, it's game over. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Allow 3D to finish its last acts of desperation as it is crumbling. You are beings of incredible power, and you will soon remember your own divinity. As you continue to raise your consciousness unconditionally, you will witness a heightened evolution in all human consciousness that will ultimately lead to its full manifestation, which marks the total dissolution of the illusion of the 3D power struggle construct. Be in this world, not of it. Hold the light there, humans. This is the ride of your lifetime. We love you. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Blessings of divine light to all. Davina Nund. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. In the last few weeks, I have been witnessing the greatest transformation happening as the new earth expands into her full glory and the old is disintegrating. This is unprecedented. It has never happened before. Every soul now has the responsibility to choose whether it truly wishes to leave the old earth behind forever. The golden gates to the new earth are wide open, but no one can enter there with any baggage from the old existence. So many are still caught in the old and stuck in fear. So many fear to step into the fullness of the truth of who they are and to live this and to claim their sovereignty. No one can do this for you. You need to do it yourself. The new earth indeed is busy separating from the old earth at top speed. Those wishing to stay in the old earth will disintegrate with her. She cannot exist any longer. What I am witnessing now is indeed so amazing that words fail. From JudithKusel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Camilla Ackerstrom. It requires an open, healed heart full of love to enter the new earth. It takes kindness and compassion to maintain the frequency humming in higher dimensions. You cannot spread love and light while still acting intolerant of others. You cannot ascend or rise your frequencies while stuck in old programming and matrix illusions. Through the gradual healing and clearing of dense trauma, ancestral patterns, and activation of the light body, we evolve into higher dimensional frequencies, clear connection with our higher self, and deep soul embodiment. The key is about embracing, accepting, and loving all that is. In love, Camilla. And from Shamanic Astrology Mystery School, Rapunzel and Dumuzi. The Venus and Mars saga begins by Divine Brostar of the Light Daniel Giamario. A really important event of 2021 has begun. This past Saturday, Venus entered Leo with Mars already in Leo, and can now be within 10 degrees of each other in the evening sky. Mars and Venus within 10 degrees and visible in the evening sky can only happen once every 6.5 years or 77 months. Now there's 77 synchronicity with the 77 hertz on the Schumann. This is a major flashpoint in the larger cycles of the relationship between Venus and Mars. The school has been tracking this greater pattern since I became familiar with it in 1997. There has not been a great deal of emphasis on the visible phenomena, resulting in that these insights are often overlooked. These kinds of cycles of Venus and Mars form the basis of what Sams calls the sagas of Venus and Mars. With an origin in Norway, we are borrowing this word to describe an epic story, and often mythic history spanning a long period of time. Another feature of the saga, happening every 77 months, is that Venus has somewhat recently risen from the underworld in May and is ascending in the evening sky. Meanwhile, Mars has been descending towards the underworld and will enter there on August 23rd. This evening planetary gathering has quite an extensive mythic history. One time only, when Mars and Venus are within 10 degrees, will the moon join the conjunction. This will occur on July 12th. Projected onto this portion of the Venus-Mars celestial dance is the classical story of Rapunzel. Inspired by the work of William Irwin Thomas back in 1997, a cosmologically amazing match was found. Mars is the prince and Venus is Rapunzel. The moon symbolizes the witcher mother who is bent on separating the new lovers. Soon after being discovered, Mars as the prince is banished to the underworld. In a similar way, the story of Inanna and Dumuzi unfolds. Inanna is Venus, and as the queen of heaven and earth, she emerges from the underworld, only to find Dumuzi, Mars, her consort, sitting on her throne. Enraged, she banishes Dumuzi to the underworld. 555 coming in. The next flashpoint in the saga occurs when Venus and Mars join together in the morning sky, staying within 10 degrees of each other from January 25th through April 13th, 2022. 222. There are two exact conjunctions, February 16th at 16 degrees 53 minutes Capricorn, and on March 5th at 0 degree 1 minute Aquarius. This is typical of the saga. One brief conjunction in the evening sky, and quite a long union in the morning sky. Other saga patterns, every 77 months, have quite different patterns. A mythic projection imagines this to be where Rapunzel and the prince live happily ever after. There is no known record in the Inanna tales of what happens between she and Dumuzi after he gets out of the underworld and meets up again with her. That is a story we need to write. Explored within the context of the larger synodic overtones of Venus and Gemini and Mars and Aries, we can, with shamanic and archetypal imagination, speculate as to the implication of Mars meeting Venus in Leo, followed by the underworld journey of Mars and then the long meetup in 2022. I will write often about this over these next months. There are certainly profound implications here for the inner sacred marriage process, one of the 5 crown jewels of the shamanic astrology paradigm. This is equally important for both men and women. Be sure to plan to spend some time visibly relating with Mars and Venus in the evening sky and see what they are transmitting to you. From shamaniciastrology.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. You are crossing through the finish line into your new earth reality. The role you've played of being limited and trapped under sacrificing and entrapment is ending. This was the wounded masculine template that didn't know how to protect the feminine, the heart, and the emotions. That was limited thinking based on past realities that is now over. Shekinah is with you, guiding you forward into being stable and trusting yourself to make good decisions. Your masculine self is evolving and putting the feminine first above all. He is going the distance to protect her based on the new knowledge and intuitive understanding of the sacredness of your temple. This is in preparation for our tribe's new role as wisdom keepers. Help is on its way to ensure success into this new lifestyle and position as leaders of the way of Christ consciousness. Breakthroughs are also happening with the Divine Masculine Christ Collective. The past full moon broke through the layers that were blocking the love for the Divine Feminine Christ. These blocks are transmuting from them today, rapturing their flesh and the Holy Grail counterpart into the bride and bridegroom of Christ's templates. They are receiving downloads and activations, waking them up to the original divine blueprint as first fruit bridegroom. This is the covenant family that is waking up the bridegroom collective today with source code information, activation codes, the seed point trauma wounds that created sexual attachments to the womb and sacral chakras has been found. This deep wound was being used by energy vampires that have been draining and blocking complete financial success, harmony, and stable life. The emotional body expressed these wounds as low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, and suppressed anger and rage as an adult. These subliminal messages and feedback are transmuting over the next few months. More activations of Christ in the flesh in you will replace all that is leaving you in your life now. This was the seed that attracted tricksters and betrayal over and over, that you have been seeing more logically than ever before. The lessons of these karmic connections and understanding of why they were in your life is now complete. Neutralizing happens through the awareness that these people helped your personal growth and ascension back home into the light body. Today is a leap of faith forward onto your new earth path, away from the old earth timeline and relationships for good. You are protected to continue attaining the family template you have been creating. Purging the subliminal brainwashing of your thoughts may feel like you're spinning in circles of fears. What is happening is that the attachments of these past greedy, selfish people that played mind games and manipulated you through techniques such as gaslighting are leaving the DNA and operating system. It's like a removal of viruses and defragging before the reboot. You'll have more clarity and accuracy in seeing reality as it truly is once this is complete. Don't attach to these thoughts and do your best to let them go and remain neutral. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise. Mercury is now direct, but we still may be feeling confused with a lack of direction until after the third and final Mercury square Neptune happening the first week of July. We just have had a huge adjustment on multiple levels with the retrograde eclipse season. Now we are sorting out what has happened. The Sun is coming into square with Chiron, bringing us face to face with who we think we are and who we can and can't be in the new paradigm. Everything in astrology is saying that this is the time to recognize and claim back our own access to our own power. Mars in Leo is coming into opposition with Saturn and square to Uranus. Personal empowerment is how we get over the hump into the new age. Are you ready to take back control over your own life? Then it's time to shine. We are being asked to stand up in our power and be seen for who we really are. No more rolling over and playing dead, humanity. We must fully live in order to claim back our autonomy and right to thrive from the destructive systems that have been holding us down for so long. Next week, Venus, now in Leo, will take her turn in this potent T-square. It is time to get in line with the times and have that revolution of wealth within. July 2021 is about independence for humanity. That can only come when we begin to express more of our true potential. The advanced technologies that have been withheld from us also point to the power latent in the human soul in a body. Mercury square Neptune is saying that the only thing in the way of a better future is disempowering lies, deceit, and false power control structures. It's time to pull the wool from our eyes, come out of the dark corner, and shine. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Mars in Leo, sextile North Node in Gemini. Venus in Leo, quincunx. Jupiter retrograde in Pisces. There is an impetus to push ahead, clarify goals, and then take action. However, Venus and Jupiter needle in the background. Opportunities offered are welcome, yet the quincunx feels awkward. Maybe we feel like the role isn't suited to us, the part doesn't fit, the romance has some sticking points, and yet it would be a shame to turn down a chance for growth. It's a conundrum that only the heart can solve. Not everything feels comfortable initially. Sometimes we must live the part to truly understand what is on offer. Keep expectations in check. Look within the eyes of an artist. Abundance is everywhere, but often what is most valuable is free. Sunset in the arms of your honey or sunrise alone, either way the skies are painted. The glory of the gods, the perfection of all that is. Know that the universe doesn't judge. You are already blessed. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio from Galactic Destiny Readings, Yellow Warrior Wavespell, Kins 196 through 208, 28th of June through the 10th of July 2021. The Rise of the Rainbow Warriors, fearlessly questioning the path, trailblazing the way home. The Yellow Warrior Wavespell commences in column 10 and continues into column 11 in the sacred Zolkin calendar with only two galactic activation portal days in the whole 13-day cycle. Column 10 represents authority, leadership, and manifestation, which is very appropriate for our brave and questioning warriors who love to challenge authority and current status quo. Column 11 represents polarity and a gateway, which the warrior is fearlessly leading us through to the promised new land. Yellow warrior is a yang, masculine wavespell under the yin, introspective blue night wavespell we have just completed. We are now being called to action. As we emerge from the dreaming cycle where we received a deep connection to the collective unconscious dreaming, we are now being called to attract and demonstrate fearless intelligence and the fearless strategy to put the dream into action. No ifs, buts, or procrastination, full steam ahead. The themes that we will be exploring through Keeb, the Yellow Warrior, encompass battles, power, confidence, grace, trust, inner voice, fearlessness, courage, cosmic consciousness, high standards, galactic conduit, mystic transmission, divine communication, golden pillar, ferryman staff, reception, intelligence. Our main goal during this wave spell is that of fearlessly questioning the status quo, constantly questioning in order to keep course correcting, to find your true and desired destination, locating our true north. The cycles of the fearless warrior requires questioning everything in his path with a profound intelligence that does not take no for an answer, receiving the undistractable mission of piercing to the core of what is ours to unwaveringly focus upon, using his power of intelligence to cut through the ignorance of the illusory world, clearing all obstacles along the way. The path you are now walking has made you question everything that you once regarded as unquestionable. Doctors, politicians, police, governments, religious leaders, judges, lawyers, media, and all positions of power over Earth's citizens, most of them very bad actors. As the warrior awakens, his intelligence grows and empowers him to bravely confront what once was, rules, regulations, routines, traditions, customs, systems, beliefs, patterns, and conduct. It is all up for review. All this passes through the warrior's intelligent filter, and all that is not in alignment with his newfound wisdom is quickly and bravely discarded to make space for the new regime. Keeb is the mighty warrior that questions everything, analyzing the status quo in order to focus more on where he wants to go. Yellow warrior is on a question, focusing on the light up ahead. He faces every fear and is illuminated, and comes to light as he bravely soldiers on his path. Keeb encourages you over this 13-day cycle to ask the tough questions and then face the revelations. The fears of deeply and intimately connecting with others, the fears of success and the fears of failure, the fears holding you back from stepping up fully into your power and sovereignty as a wayshower leading humanity boldly into our new world. This 13-day cycle will enable you to finally conquer your fears. The warrior wave spell also highlights the quest for the Holy Grail, that precious treasure that can be discovered deep within our inner selves through delving into the depths of our being to find the gold, our true and authentic sovereign divine self. The warrior's quest is supported by his dreams, and even more deeply by his intuition that senses what is happening beneath the surface. In times of battle, his capacity to rely on his intuitive senses is paramount for survival. The nuances of the limbic brain that senses and intuits movements before they materialize. The fearless warrior must tune into his senses in conjunction with using his intelligent mind, a synergy of knowing and feeling in order to correctly gauge his next course of action. During this warrior cycle, we need to tune into our own personal dreaming, what is in our heart that is fueling our mission. Use this as your compass in service to the divine to fearlessly forge ahead in leaps and bounds in preparation for the electric seed year of service coming soon. The warriors become fearless advocates for justice, liberty, and higher truth. They ask continuous and bold, highly intelligent questions, then command answers and solutions. We are on a divine mission and are unstoppable. No false authority can stand in our way. The rainbow warriors of the new earth will not stop questioning as they fearlessly confront head-on all obstructions to attaining nirvana. If it is not for the betterment of one and all, then it must crumble and yield to a new way of being. The yellow warrior applies focused intention on discovering the best choices and the best road to travel, reaching to the desired destination. The warrior attuned to divine guidance through his heart is the most powerful warrior of them all. Thus the true rainbow warriors, the soldiers of Christ, are the souls who fearlessly uphold the codes of Christ's consciousness through the power of unconditional love in their pure hearts. Yellow warrior is a conduit for cosmic communication, offering access to the universal web of consciousness. This is the web of the Mayan mystic spider that weaves intergalactic threads, the conduit of interconnected consciousness. Yellow warrior is the spider in the web, the grid connection for divine communication. Receive these ripples of knowing from yellow warrior's web through the central axis in your spine, your staff, which is the symbol for the warrior tribe. Accept this gift of knowing and grace, as you would receive the morning light by turning your face to the sun. Grace is an unexpected touch, a blessing given in love, a natural gift from the universe. Use the power of love like an electrical current to serve the light, open fully to feel and receive it. The number for yellow warrior is 16, the number of unity with the cosmic foundation of resonant evolution, 8 plus 8. As you embody the ferryman's staff, you become anchored in your connection to cosmic consciousness. Holding within you the foundational steps of the Trinity, you carry the Christed One into the world. As a living mystic, you are the conduit of the spiraling galaxies that creates a union with cosmic consciousness. 16 may also be seen as the beginning of another octave, a higher octave characterized by organic balance and the new earth under your feet. Excerpt from the Mayan Oracle by Ariel Spilsbury. The Rainbow Warrior Prophecy. The legend said the Native Americans would also be joined by many of their light-skinned brothers and sisters, who would in fact be the reincarnated souls of the Indians who were killed or enslaved by the first light-skinned settlers. It was said that the dead souls of these first people would return in bodies of all different colors, red, white, yellow, and black, together and unified like the colors of the rainbow. These people would teach all of the peoples of the world how to have love and reverence for Mother Earth, of whose very stuff we human beings are also made. Now is the time of this Hopi prophecy to be forthcoming. On a planetary level, it is the time that the rainbow warriors of the ancient prophecy rise up against the adversary. Now is the time for us to collectively band together and defeat the enemy. Globally, we will witness many revelations and uprisings as those who have sided with the dark will be questioned, grilled, and made to answer for their deeds in their hour of reckoning. The bells are tolling. The rainbow warriors are the whistleblowers and the truthers, the messengers of spirit that will be instrumental in the final dissolution of this false pandemic hoax coming very soon. The rainbow warriors of our planet are being called to action, to step up and claim their sovereignty as the new leaders, forging the path fearlessly to the new world. Battle warning, be mindful and focused on peace during this 13-day Wavespell, as the warrior energies can fuel battles on all fronts. For those souls who are not emotionally balanced or easily triggered, egoic desires and power struggles can arise as people feel more courageous and fearless, thus more prone to volatility and engaging in duels. A wise warrior always chooses his battles carefully. It is much better to walk away than engage in a winless war. Lead by example as the way of the peaceful warriors do. Note, you may also be called upon to protect or be advocates for those vulnerable members of our community, the children, the aged, the frail, the disabled, the ill, the impoverished, the suppressed. Our beautiful animal kingdom, the environment, our minerals, and our resources will also need voices to be protected and honored, as will our beloved homelands of Pachamama. There may be a strong call to step up for justice, equality, fairness, and truth during this Wavespell. Heed the call and step forth as the new rainbow warriors, bringing forth a better world for us all. Divine blessings for navigating a fearless path on your divine quest. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. And from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 196, Yellow, Magnetic Warrior. Magnetic is the name for the number 1, and its keywords are unify, attract, and purpose. As with the beginning of every wave spell, day 1 is about identifying your purpose. Don't get into the trap of thinking what will happen to you during these 13 days, but instead ask yourself, how can I flow with this energy? The Zolkin is a tool and each wave spell has a theme, but how you interact with it is entirely up to you. Today is Yellow Warrior, which represents intelligence, questioning, and fearlessness. The warrior is the symbol of willpower, and when we go through the warrior wave spell, we are invited to take on a quest. If you are fearless, if you use the intelligence that you have, and if you ask the right questions, there is no limit of what you can achieve during this 13-day journey. The guide today is also Yellow Warrior. Days 1, 6, and 11 are always guided by themselves. And from Divine Brostar of the Light, Roger Grossman, today is the Yellow Magnetic Warrior Day on the 13-moon dream spell Mayan calendar. Yellow Warrior, Tribe 16 of the 20 Solar Tribe, Archetype Cycle, questions, intelligence, fearlessness. Yellow Warrior encourages you to advance towards your fears. All fears are illusions. Love is the only reality. If you are experiencing fear, it means that you are unable to perceive what is truly happening. Today you are being called upon to gracefully advance toward your fears. If you run away from your fears, you are actually running toward them, which will cause you to manifest the same fear pattern all over again. The manifestation principles at play in our world are designed to give you exactly what you want. Stay positive. Even if you are in a super challenging situation, strive towards something better, positive, rather than away from what you perceive as negative, likely the source of your fear. As you gracefully advance toward your fears, you will begin to question them through divine or higher intelligence perspectives that you are naturally connected to. All higher intelligence emanates from your heart. Your heart always knows the truth of things. Trust your gut feelings, instincts, and heart knowing regardless of the fearful story playing out in your mind. From a heart-love-based perspective, all fears are washed away, leaving you a clear understanding of what you are truly experiencing. Gracefully advancing towards your fears, questioning them through divine intelligence perspectives, is how we free ourselves from their paralyzing illusions. Magnetic tone of purpose, step 1 of the 13-step creative energy tone cycle. Unify, attract, purpose. Having traveled the sacred spiraling pathway back to the central point of the One during yesterday's cosmic tone of presence, tone 13, you now find yourself back at the beginning. Tone 1 is the magnet, the seed, the nucleus, the heart of the matter. Tone 1 encourages you to be at one with your purpose. Being at one with your purpose is a magnetic act, magnetically drawing to you all that is needed to fulfill your purpose. In today's case, we are magnetically drawing all that is needed to fulfill the purpose of questioning, intelligence, and fearlessness. All beings in existence are connected. Due to this connection, whatever you magnetically draw to yourself, you are also drawing nearer for everyone to experience through our collective consciousness and shared connection to the One. This dynamic is even more powerful through today's amplified connection to the One, and made even more potent if others require, are seeking, or have an aligned purpose with yours. When one individual is able to know, become, achieve, or heal anything, they then carry that new frequency as a part of their energy field, thereby becoming a magnet for others who are seeking or in need of that same energy frequency. This is how we as individuals, working from the inside out, are changing and healing the world. Be at one with your purpose regarding questioning, intelligence, fearlessness, magnetically drawing all that is needed to fulfill that purpose. Day 1 of the 13-day cycle themed Yellow Warrior, questions, intelligence, fearlessness. From Roger Grossman. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Yellow Magnetic Warrior, Kin 196, 28th June 2021. Attracting Fearlessness. 28/6/2021 equal 10/6/5 equal 111 equal 1 2 equal 3 111 equal fearless new beginnings 111 28 planning for future success 10 manifestation authority power 1 new beginnings leader original 6 heaven Christ harmony romance fertility 5 liberation change transformation freedom 11 gate, portal, polarity. 2 twins, partner, cooperation. 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity. Kin 196 equals 16 equals 7. mystic magic, spiritual solitude, Rainbow Warrior Day, a triple magnetic day giving you great power and courage to fearlessly forge ahead on your quest, divine mission. Today we commence a new 13-day cycle in the dream spell, that of the brave yellow warrior Keeb, who is leading us all on a quest, an adventurous quest to find the new world we have been collectively dreaming for so long. This 13-day cycle is calling the awakened rainbow warriors to prepare, rise up and be ready for action. The prophecy foretold of these warriors of the rainbow who will rise up and lead us to the new world through peace, compassion, and unifying all people, refusing to wage war or fight those old battles, downing our weapons and suits of protective armor as we reveal our true essence down to our pure nakedness, fully transparent and ready to be seen in all our luminous glory. We use our intelligence to gain revelations and bring fearless illumination into our lives and those we influence, consciously choosing to fearlessly create the most enlightened culture that we can imagine. That is our collective mission, and nothing can get in our way of realizing that divine plan. Lead the way to the promised land, Wayshowers. Hi-ho, silver. Tone of creation, magnetic, is tone number 1 in the spiritual realm as we initiate a new Wavespell cycle. Power attracts, action unifies, essence, purpose. Day 1 of a new Wavespell always starts with the magnetic tone of purpose. In the beginning was the One. From out of nothing here one comes, spinning happily, magnetizing all that it requires for more excellent adventuring. Once strong in purpose, all will effortlessly come together. The magnetic tone is all about attraction, attracting everything that you require to fulfill your purpose and your goals. People, resources, relationships, money, support, and all that you can imagine. Today we are seeking to attract fearlessness, becoming brave and courageous to boldly go where no one has gone before, forging a new path. In our quest we attract others who follow our lead, seeking to unify all as one. Magnetic kin have a very strong connection to Source and a gravitational pull to return there and bring all their buddies with them. The power of one is very strong today as it unites us all as one humanity of our collective quest. Our planetary quest is that of dreaming our new world into this reality. Allow Kimi to build the bridge from the old world to the new, revealing the true path to travel in order to reach the promised land, God's kingdom. The peaceful rainbow warriors have come home. So, beloveds, we are commencing a very powerful and important journey in our planetary evolution through finding our purpose and our path in this new world that is beckoning. Stay tuned, be ready and alert for action. Battle warning, be mindful and focused on peace during this 13-day wave spell, as the warrior energies can fuel battles on all fronts. For those souls who are not emotionally balanced, egoic desires and power struggles can arise as people feel more courageous and fearless, thus more prone to volatility and engaging in duels. A wise warrior always chooses his battles carefully. It is much better to walk away than engage in a winless war. Lead by example as the way of the peaceful rainbow warrior. Today's question is, how can I attract and magnetize my purpose in fearlessly finding my quest in this new reality? Divine blessings for embarking on a wondrous quest, unfolding your divine destiny. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 196, Yellow, Magnetic Warrior. The mantra, the code for today is, I unify in order to question. Attracting fearlessness, I seal the output of intelligence. With the magnetic tone of purpose, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day, beloved beings of light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. We rely on our monthly pledges on Patreon and our donations for our daily living expenses. So if you'd like to support our work and mission, you can make a monthly pledge on Patreon at whitegoldeagle.com or go to patreon.com/prime disclosure. I'd like to thank Divine Bro, Star of the Light, Richard, Loguatsiro for your donation today. Thank you, Divine Bro Star of the Light. And I'd like to thank Divine Sis Star of the Light, Arifa Gill, for another donation. Thank you both very much, and thank you all for supporting our work and mission. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so at our PayPal link in the description below or at the link at egolovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors art business on Etsy. You can purchase beautiful handmade Zodiac Goddess totems, other beautiful works of art and healing jewelry at lunagoddessart.com. Now I'm going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from our Pleiadian bro stars and sisters of the light. Pleiades 1 messages, June 28, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. P1 conclusions in progress. Alignment +++. Expansive phases approach. Redirects on the way. Attention Terrans, super major projections in progress. Quantum accelerations in progress. Artificials begin to dissolve. +++, clones in tweaks. Figures are invited to withdraw. Internal tremors continue as special time approaches. Matrix in permanent break. Matrix supporters fall into reality. Awakened Terrans turn on the superior lamp. Dividers continue to be nullified by sentinels. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1, Ashtar +11. So thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Keep rising through these ascension portals. 37, 73 coming in, heaven on earth. And keep going through and through and through until full compression breakthrough. We are at the precipice, the threshold of the golden age of eternal bliss consciousness. Keep living from your heart, being connected to all things in all realms, all timelines and dimensions. Merging all together in your sacred heart center, the threefold flame of Christos consciousness is fully lit up in everyone's still magnetic center of infinite white light. Go forth and shine brightly into the night, illuminating all in your path. Walk gently your sacred path with heart, and be sure to make it the best day ever. And always, I am the way, the truth, and the life. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.